The ultimate key to existence does not reside in some dusty doctrine, nor has it found abode in this particular dialogue on human consciousness. I mention these facts since you have gathered here. The feeling of incompleteness in multifarious aspects of life must resonate clearly within these malnourished spheres of the soul. In other words, you've realized the current system has not only failed, having left most, if not all individuals, in need of a more evolved form of developmental education. Meaning, a system that anticipates the needs of the whole, simultaneously being able to integrate the evolution of the individual within a more rational world order. Truth be told, this world would more than benefit from creating free-thinking individuals who invest every effort into the deepest fibers of existence. It is a crime against humanity that generation upon generation has been held back by the distractions spewed forth from the bowels of materialism. Face front concerning the following words. We exist here and now in this pit. The same tendencies towards shallow desires have dropped anchor in our souls, dragging us into this clouded abyss. However, we should not sidestep these desires, nor should we indulge their every whim. Needless to say, there are plenty of other sources who cover this subject in depth. The desire of intuitive rationalism is to unveil for the individual knowledge of the ability to create new pathways, to traverse unknown roads through consciousness. These tendencies shall, of course, become over time the norm. This will transpire mainly because the rotting cadaver of ancient control systems will have exhausted any feigned usefulness, in turn, leaving the majority of humanity craving a superior methodology, which allows them to maneuver the everyday trappings, so willing to bring a halt even the slightest attainment of personal advancement. We cannot move forward in this dialogue without proclaiming,
why wait for the future to take the reins of your life in hand? The bulk of the current system has proven a failure in uncountable ways. We can evolve now. We can shed the old system of control. The new path will maintain proper balance, the workings of body, spirit, and soul. Quit wasting your life in meaningless pursuit of unattainable simulations. The time is now to forge the foundations of a better future for all of humanity.
intuitive rationalism has been created for use by everyone. There are no special codes. One doesn't need a certain attire or look to understand the concepts we cultivate. Our system works within all other systems. Why? Because intuitive rationalism is a way of thinking, which doesn't claim to be the only way of thinking. Intuitive rationalism can be applied to any situation. How? If an individual confronts a problem, be it mentally or otherwise, instead of deferring to weakened traditional thought simulations likely to get the user nowhere of value, in their place, using the ideals, the will to action, to thus navigate through the nascent point, with all available mental tools within the parameters of intuitive rationalism. Actively directing the course of one's life, in most cases not only avoiding disaster, but skillfully steering a once sinking ship to safe harbors. Other systems wish to isolate the individual, making them more susceptible to indoctrination of their particular way of interacting with the world. Intuitive rationalism, in turn, is able to seek those same isolated individuals in order to rebuild their severed path toward the macrocosm. This allows them to reconnect with their surroundings in ways they never thought possible. On a final note, say you read an article here concerning the principles of intuitive rationalism, or watch a video on this very page. If you find little value in the dialogue, or happen to be an individual well on the way to creating a better life of your own, having integrated and refashioned certain values from other systems, try to think of individuals who may benefit from the words put forth here. After all, what harm can be done? In a place where we look out for each other, as life should be.